After saving Absalom from a threat by the Whispering Tyrant and their servants festering within the grisly fair, our heroes took the fight to the Gravelands. Although they achieved victory over one of the tyrant's most powerful servants, it came at a dreadful cost, and they went their separate ways. A year has passed since then, and our heroes find themselves drawn together once again. Mysterious arrow cards have appeared in their possession, and the cards seem drawn to one another, pulling them back to the city of Absalom. The cards want to be whole once more, but their presence and their power is not unknown to everyone. As various groups mobilize to take them for their own, our heroes will find themselves drawn to a conflict, not just with these forces, but for the fate of Galarian itself. The cards have been dealt. Welcome to Stolen Fates.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Tabletop Obscura presents Stolen Fate.
Hello.
It's one of those days.
It has been, well, I can't say it's been one of those days for me. I've actually... So, today's been pretty mediocre, but the last couple of days, absolutely fantastic.
Yay.
That's nice for you.
Had my mask session on Thursday night. We did a big villain reveal. Players were like getting out of their seats with the big reveal for it. I had one of them pacing around just being like, they're so fucking dead. And it was like, ah, yes, beautiful.
I love that.
You gotta love it.
So Vader was Luke's father.
Spoilers.
I'd like to say it was a little bit more subtle than that, but it wasn't really. And have one of the players being like, I know it, oh! And it's like, okay, sure he did, buddy. But no, it was just fantastic, and you'll love to see that kind of shit. And as far as I'm aware, previously they're all either D&D or Pathfinder players, so having them do so well in like a system that's so roleplay heavy, it's been really comforting from like for the GM within me. I say within me like it isn't completely external as well. But how's everyone else's week been?
Also very good.
Yeah.
Good job, everyone else.
Man,
I was
why
waiting
has
for the
Val got so much AC?
I was expecting a little bit extra than, I had a good week.
Yeah, I was just being polite. I was waiting for you to expound on that.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know.
It's just been
I
good.
can have good times.
Yeah.
You know, I don't owe you guys anything.
No, then
Yeah, you do.
Look, I have to live vicariously through somebody, alright?
right.
Do it through Sam. He got beaten up this week.
Yeah, actually, Sam got beaten up real bad
That's
this
true.
week.
I got beaten up by the flu.
But like he wanted it, so
I mean, getting professionally beat up is a little bit different.
No one wants the flu.
well, no.
I was
No one
talking about
wants
the
the
other.
flu.
I was talking about the other thing, not the flu.
Yeah, I know, but I still got beaten up by the flu. That was unpleasant. I just wanted to exist, but existence said no.
Existence is a little bit annoying like that, I must admit.
But yeah, I played with swords for realsies.
For realsies, not for plays.
Yeah. Like, not a fake sword. Well, I guess it was a fake sword.
But a fake real sword.
But I hit people over the head with it. And no one got concussed.
Which must be pretty empowering.
If you got concussed, you weren't doing it well enough.
Helmets do their job.
Yeah, no, that's very true. Especially when they're designed
You just need to
properly.
hit harder. I watched my old housemate used to go at it with her. I do not remember the proper acronym for it, but they're doing like the full thing with the actual like plate and chain and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
They used to fucking wail on each other.
Yep.
It's fine.
Helmets
It's
do
blood
good
sword.
jobs.
Like I felt sorry for everyone against her because she was like 6'4". So you know, yeah, reach and height plus centrifugal force of a blunt object.
Mm-hmm.
that'll do it.
Mm.
Well, back-end stuff. As you can probably notice, if you're watching the stream, Juliet won't be joining us tonight. Pretty much, life happens. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Hopefully we'll be back next week, but we'll see how things go. As for other announcements, tomorrow night, Gatewalkers.
Woo.
Final session.
Woohoo!
And they might finally be walking through their final gate.
Woo.
That sounded less excited there, Nick.
I don't know. I kind of got used to not walking through gates.
Okay. Just used to not walking through gates for Gatewalkers.
Yeah. Like, I'm more of a path guy.
Yeah.
But, like, only ones that have been found already.
Okay. That's fair.
Pathfinder.
I'll have to run you a Pathfinder Society game at some point.
No, but definitely no society. I don't live in one of those.
Live in a Pathfinder Society?
No, I live in a little mountain.
Look, some of the Pathfinder scenarios are actually really good.
I prefer, like, having some dungeons and perhaps some dragons.
Well, in
Those guys seem to know what they're doing. Why are we arguing like this? Get on with the show.
Well, Bao, you have been given a hero point by chat.
I'm so sorry.
And Kolgar. And Whisper.
Thank you.
Do
Hey,
I get
now
one?
that Juliet's not here, some of us might roll above a 10.
Do I get one?
No.
No?
No.
Aw. Sad.
Especially since you begged.
It's called, it's called Hero Point, not Matthew Point.
I could get a villain point. You're not my supervisor.
No, we're
Yeah.
your employees, and if you don't want us to unionize against you.
Henchman only. So that goes to Illustrana then.
Illustrana's not a hench person right now.
Okay,
You
no,
forgot that?
actually,
He's got
I
the highest
love-
rank mod.
I love that
He's got
use
the
of
minion trait
hero
now.
point. Can you imagine? Hey, ish, no.
Hey, look,
Can
it's
you
Ish.
imagine?
Wow, I get to do this fun thing now.
Oh god.
Can you imagine a boss fight and the hench person is
Wait,
just
you don't have that one.
winning against them?
That's how you get your promotion.
There we go.
There we
That worked.
go.
Second time's a charm.
See, Sam, you're going to scare away the people in chat if you keep shouting them out like this.
I only do it to a certain selection,
Right?
and it's only because it's funny.
That it is true. It is very funny.
If you make cool things, you get punished with positive bullying.
Though
It is definitely bullying, but it is definitely beneficial.
Though I will say, while you're checking out Ish in a Box, on Wednesday, Ish is actually one of our players in the Stolen Fates game. Not Stolen Fates. Fuck. I'm good at this. 7
This is
dooms for
Stolen
Sam
Fates.
Point.
Stolen Fates for Gatewalkers.
Yeah. Oh god, I hope we don't
Sam Point.
combining the
I'm
titles
fucking
again.
Stolen Gatewalkers.
See, the last time I started combining the names of the campaigns, it really fucked with my head, and I couldn't shake it for weeks.
7 stolen Gatewalkers.
Fate Walkers and Stolen Gates.
But no, 7 Dooms is really good. It's looking like we have a plan now for like the final stretch to level 20, because I wasn't sure for a little while there. Now Paizo has announced their high level mythic game, so it's like, yes!
Yeah, that'll do it.
It runs from 12 to 20, and it's like 7 Dooms ends at 11, so it's like, okay.
Once Nick advised me that Mythic and Free Archetype are generally not played together for power scaling, I'm like, I like Mythic a lot less now.
I didn't do nothing.
I think it was someone. I don't know who
Someone
you're
did.
talking, but yeah. So
And
there
it's
is
like,
a plan for
cool.
that.
We lose out on half a character's worth of interesting feats for what are essentially skill feats.
And weirder hero points.
Look,
Yeah.
I will say, before I ever run Mythic, I'm going to do the proper look over of it and see what can be done to see what will fit my table.
Mythic is great if you want your character to not die. If you want your character to be interesting, free archetype.
Well, that's one of the things I'm looking into with the Mythic Paths, seeing whether I can actually combine it with free archetype.
Like, realistically, you could just go, hey, free archetype up until level X, and then your mythic feats and your archetype feats are the same beyond this level.
Oh yeah,
Which I'm surprised.
I got a couple of
Why
ideas.
did you do that already, Paizo? That seems like such a simple idea.
I got some ideas. Don't worry about it. I'm cooking. But all that said, I don't really have much else in the way of announcements and things like that. So who wants to start with the character introductions?
Hi, I'm Nick. I play Bao Saiying, the Yaguai champion of Sun Wukong, and for one night only, and probably ever. I will also be controlling Illustrana, who's just sort of had enough of monarchy at this point.
Oh no. Please don't.
Yes.
Please don't.
She's opened her eyes to better systems.
Please don't.
Matt, we've got it in whatever scale your Discord is.
Throughout the
the only
night-
thing.
I'm going to
We have-
learn what socialism is and then just implement that.
Our instructions were don't make Illustrana kiss anyone. So
Oh,
everything
God.
else is within the realms of
So
possibility.
she won't be kissing any boots.
See, now I'm just imagining Juliet just kind of bolts upright, starts running, and then just collapses halfway through.
I mean, it makes sense for this to occur on election day when we have to do all the democracy sausage business.
No, that is very true. Did everyone get their democracy sausage?
I did not buy the sausage, mostly because I couldn't be bothered, and they're not as cheap as they were anymore.
Yep, but did you vote?
Yeah,
Yes.
I put in
Okay,
I
cool.
scribbled on my papers.
Yep.
I had to put some parties worryingly high.
Right?
Oh, I know.
Right? Hmm.
God, there's a lot
love-
of shite on there now.
I don't love
Plus,
this.
just because a friend reminded me that Peter Dutton is a person that exists, I'm like, okay, fine, I will not draw two dicks on the ballot box.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like which calorie make your vote and then rate which dickhead you like the least.
Look, I saw a living wage party and I was like, what the fuck is this? Okay, cool. Sure, I'll vote for the living wage party.
Yeah, I mean,
And then,
living wage.
and then you have the libertarians right next to it on the Senate ballot.
Fucking what?
Yeah, and there's was it the Socialists
Yeah.
Party? What is it called again?
The Australian Socialist Party?
It was something like that.
The ASP.
There was the legalized cannabis party.
Yeah, that one's always there.
Honestly, the couple, like, if they have not changed their policies from the last time I bothered to look at things in 2007, they actually had some good policies at the time.
Yeah, no.
They've just chosen a really crappy name for it.
I don't think I saw the shooters and fishers or the sex workers this time.
No, the sex party had to, I think they had to disband?
Oh,
It's a good one.
Eh.
Yeah, is it Calistrade? I don't know.
Look,
We don't have Galarian gods here.
all I know is the Family First Party tried to hand me one of their sheets while I was eating my sausage and I gagged a little. I don't think they appreciated that. But, continuing with our character introductions, Kogar!
Hang on. Give me a sec. I need to get that voice clip. I don't like it.
Oh god,
Okay.
no. We're fine.
Yep.
We've already aged
No, I
ourselves.
gotta get it.
please,
Well,
Hey,
Sam.
Whisper, while Korgar's doing that very important job.
I was going to say, like, I was about to say it's probably actually good that you didn't immediately go to me, because following on from that idea of talking about gagging, I was going to say, hi, I play Whisper. She's a woman with incredible hairballs.
Oh, okay.
They wiggle.
I don't want that.
I believe I've explained the concept of peristalsis before.
Let's just say yes.
Yeah, no, we'll go with that. Hey, Korgar, how are you going with finding that very important thing before we're supposed to start playing?
Very important. I didn't realize that was played on Rage as well.
Yeah, no, it absolutely was. It was in the top 10.
Which is in and of itself dates all of us.
Yeah.
Is Rage still a thing anymore?
I don't know.
I think they are.
I don't get up that early anymore.
I don't see how they can't be. It is like they have been using the same intro since the 80s.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Sickly Korgar. Korgar has a much better fortitude save than I do, and most people in the party. But I'm not. I'm recovering from the green chest stuff.
The green chest. Oh, chest infection. You. Ooh.
But Korgar is a man of green things. Some could say thumbs. Some can say of other skin hues.
The scales.
But
diverse.
He's good with plants, and he's good with being all sorts of different shapes and sizes.
Well, as for me, hello, hi, the voice you're hearing is mine. I am Obscura, and the lovely visage you see before you is my Eldritch buddy, Deaton. We kind of run things around here on Tabletop Obscura, and we're kind of in a shared buddy situation, but you don't have to worry about that, because we can change forms with the best of them, and the best of them being Korgar. But I do have a question. Who remembers what happened last week?
Fought a dragon.
You fought a dragon? Was it a fun dragon?
No.
Everyone almost fucking died.
Why do I keep getting eaten in your games, Matt? What does that mean?
Yeah, we're past the 5-minute point. 4. That's exactly what it means.
I always enjoy the moments where I'm thinking of something, I'm like, I shouldn't say this, and Matt just goes, right.
Well, yeah, this is like fate and fortune telling is very important in this.
And I'm up to 3 villain points for this session. That's bad.
Thanks, aggro.
Uh-oh.
Thanks, Matt. No, you can't go full.
I can't go to 4 aggro.
Is this what I get for bullying-ish?
I'll tell you what, aggro, I'll give it to Illustrana, who is not here at the moment and could do with a second hero point.
Yay!
Roll against character assassination.
No, you should roll a 1.
That makes it canon now.
That would be awkward. But you fought a dragon. What else?
That was
We
basically it.
adopted a dragon.
You also adopted a dragon. That is correct.
That was basically it. Nothing else happened in
now,
that session.
now we're getting ready to go to war.
You are getting ready to go to war. You talk to Drustin.
Yes. And we have been informed that, well, we have been cautioned by, practically everyone that we should maybe bring more than just us.
And I think that's a silly idea. I think we should just go. Who needs organized forces?
You and I both know there is only so many targets you can hit with chain lightning.
Are there?
More to the point, then you have to deal with it. And I think it's less of a case of whether you'd have to survive, whether you'd survive or not, or whether we have like the 6 or 7 hours it would take to go through the entire fight.
I mean,
Yeah, I could theoretically chain lightning the entire Wolf Prince's army.
You could.
Matt would only let me deal damage one time, and it would
Correct.
be really disappointing because troops.
But it would look cool. Because I would literally change between all of them. Damage might only happen once per unit, but
Chain lightning had to, like, the targets still had to be within the original, like, 60 feet or whatever it is.
just within 30 feet of each other, I believe.
You have to have line of effect to all targets.
But otherwise, I know some people have been thinking of what allies they can bring to bear for this conflict. And we had some ideas that were brainstormed in chat, not in chat, in the Discord. Now, some of these don't require like conversations and stuff like that. For instance, the observatory is absolutely on board with this.
No,
Does that include the observatory itself?
The observatory as in the construct that
Yeah.
thinks of itself as the observatory.
Yeah. Do we have to trick it again?
No.
We just label it as an outdoor excursion activity.
It's
It's an interactive presentation.
Korgar could use astrology law. Astrology law? Fuck no. Astronomy law.
there we go. The one that's an actual science.
Yeah, Korgar's a real person.
The Derry, which are the winged gorilla people that owe you a favor.
Yeah, but they stole my
Fighting
food.
100 men.
The forces of Harrowheart being led by the paladins.
Hell yeah.
Drustin's forces that you secured last week.
Hell yeah.
And apparently a clone army.
Hell yeah. Get all monkey magic up in this shit.
Have we checked for inhibitor chips?
Wrong
I
type of
don't know what
clones.
that means.
You don't know what that... You missing out.
Look, I know what it means. You're fine. I get that Star Wars reference for once. I usually miss them.
I'm not real big
Good.
into Star Trek, so.
You hurt me.
Is that what you feel
You know
every
how,
time
and you
I say
do
tomato,
it.
tomato?
Yes!
Nick, you
It's
take
just
it from the
Stargate,
left,
it's
I'll
no
take
big
it from the
Stargate has cooler guns because they're real.
Yeah, just like Star Fox.
I need to play that game.
Now, there was another idea at the end of last week's session, involving where the Prince of Wolves realm is actually situated, because it is situated in the Midnight Isles.
It's on Hawaii.
Ruh-roh.
What, you forgot mentioning that?
No, I forgot that Illustrana would have to do something about that.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
Here we
gonna
go.
go have a little conversation.
Or for Rochelet.
yep.
But it's mostly just, you're asking a completely normal political favor. You don't have to do any flirting whatsoever. It's fine.
Hey, baby, you looking so makey-outy tonight. Want to take down a monarchy with me?
She will fly here to Australia and kill you. You know that, right?
I know. No, I'll be good.
You'll
I
be
promise.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Okay. There we go.
I'll behave.
Neutral at best.
So
So yes, Illustrana will go and see Arushale about securing knowledge and potentially some kind of alliance.
where is Arushale?
Maybe a
She's
ring.
petitioner. No, that would
yeah.
be cruel.
We never said anything about acquiring jewelry or providing jewelry.
So, Illustrana goes to see Arushale.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your question?
Arushale, I was just wondering, because elves wonder a lot, about the Midnight Isles and whether you had any back entrances.
A back entrance into the Midnight Isles?
Yes.
Like, we don't go there anymore. Like, I know of some of my sisters have visited it a couple of times, but we kind of left in a hurry. So a lot of the places there are just kind of fallen into disrepair, been taken over by other people.
Well, that's sort of the point where the Prince of Wolves is apparently one of those people, and we'd like to get him to stop.
Oh, he was the one who attacked Harahot not long ago.
Yes.
You wouldn't
Really
happen to
starting not to like princes.
You wouldn't happen to know, like, have a better idea of where he is? I might be able to help you.
Yeah, Matt, was that part of it?
You have a general idea, and you know that there was a keep there that was probably not built recently.
Well,
I mean, we also have a gem that describes on the exact location of where the deck of many things is.
It was
deck of whatever.
keep that wasn't there recently. No, wasn't there. Whatever.
I think I might know the one. I might be able to open a way in for you, but it's not going to be pleasant.
But why?
Well, one, you won't be able to fit any, like, massive forces through. It's probably just going to be a small group.
What about a massive bird? Because I have one of those.
I think you and your friends and the bird are probably going to be the most.
Okay, so maybe we could do some kind of split forces type thing where our main army occupies his main army while we sneak in through the back, like elves do.
Well, it might be helpful because I remember there were some defensive measures on the keep to keep people from just kind of teleporting in.
Okay.
But it's okay. The back door should take you nearby.
That sounds perfect. And then we can commit regicide as nature intended.
Nope, not going to acknowledge it.
Knowledge what?
That we're going to kill a prince?
No, what's on screen there in the corner?
But no, we should be able to get that handled.
That's what I like about you, Arushale. You get things handled.
Might have to talk to Nocticula though. But that's fine.
She's like your boss and goddess. Is that going to be okay?
Why wouldn't it be okay?
I don't know. I've never talked to a goddess before.
I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
You should talk to Pharasma a bunch.
Huh.
For all the times that her birds died.
Oh, wow.
Maybe later on we could have a date and topple a monarchy. Anyway, I've got a war to prepare for. Kiss, kiss.
Good luck storming the castle.
So glad you got that in.
Look, I couldn't let it go past without a Princess Bride reference, could I?
Exactly right. Again with the princess thing.
Princess Bride? Oh god, if Illustrata was getting married, she'd be a Princess Bride. Ah!
As you wish.
Now, any other preparations people want to do?
I want to make some people mostly dead.
You think we can convince the dragon that lives here to go fight?
Which one?
The one that's an adult, not the child.
Yeah, don't send a child to war, please.
Matt, you literally threw a group of bright children at us and blinded us with them.
They're not actually children.
It's not what the stat block said.
Those were.
Specifically those ones. Yes, but your Cloud Dragon friend.
Yeah.
Associate Cetasarex. This one.
Yes. I'm gonna push for Kolgar to go do that because he's the most of dragon friendly.
Sure. Of course, whatever you say.
Well, Kolgar, you also live closest to the dragon in question.
I guess I will stop having tea with my wife then.
Mm-hmm.
Kolgar, no.
Yeah, coughing. I will wander over yonder. Oh man, that's like 2 full zones away.
You could turn into a bird.
Yeah, I decided to not go for monstrosity form for the phoenix.
Aww. That wasn't the bird I was referring to, but... I feel like that gets to a point in player character levels where things like travel distance stop mattering.
I mean, yeah, I can... Form control's down 2, so... Still an hour worth of 100-foot fly speed, so...
Yeah, I think you're good.
And being an animal, I'm sure counts as refocusing. I mean,
Well...
Zoom.
When you find Cetasarex, they've taken on a more humanoid form.
Oh, damn it.
I don't know.
And as you walk in, Kolgar, you notice that they're busy with the work of sorting through a bunch of cards. Like they have these long, like wooden boxes that seem specifically designed for fitting in cards, and they just seem to be sorting through them.
So you guys have now lost Kolgar. Congratulations.
What? You started this. You literally started this.
I did. And we are now stuck playing games in which I am winning most of them. Bye. Enjoy your war.
We will check that against the DC for level. You are in fact successful, but not by much.
Oh yeah, I don't see her with any gaming lore.
Oh no, I just
had
set the DC by level.
I had to pay feats for that.
NPC bullshit, what can I tell you?
You're telling me that an NPC is specifically meant for combat, has specifically got gaming lore.
Does now.
Yeah, bullshit more like. What do you mean you can change the story on the fly to make things more interesting? That doesn't sound like railroading at all. Where are my train tracks in my fake kingdom?
Here we go. That.
But yeah, I think one of you guys is now going to have to remind Kolgar that playing it.
For the record, I rolled a 1 on that.
So you gave it plus 100 then, Matt.
And I got a 1. For fuck's sake.
And you still only got a success.
They're still learning, okay?
The most Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist ever. I've got no clue what I'm doing, but I still won.
For I am a dragon.
But barely.
But no, after a couple of games, you do win. And, well, it's kind of as you're having the conversation about it. Do you actually bring up the coming war at all?
No, he completely forgot as soon as he saw the boxes.
Well, as you're
One-track mind.
as you kind of sorting through the boxes, they'll turn to you in their like mostly draconic form. Like think Dragonborn. So still very much dragon appearance, but like humanoid, medium sized. So Koga, one, thank you for getting me onto these cards. It will be a worthy horde.
Oh, that's right. That's why we did it.
Yeah.
We wanted their loot, so we convinced them to take up card addictions.
Again.
I will say, however, that the shipping prices are quite extensive. If something could be done to fix that, it would be appreciative. However, for what reason did you
petitioners?
For what reason have you actually come here today?
How long have we been fighting? How long have we been fighting, Matt?
What, battling with cards?
Yeah.
Oh, look, at this point, there'd be some time blindness that's gone into it. Like, you would have been at it for at least a couple of hours.
Oh, wow.
You know, like 2 games of Commander.
I don't play that card game.
I have friends who do.
I remember. We are here to get your assistance in eating demons. Would you like to go to the Midnight Isles and snack on some ill-shaped creatures with which to distract the Prince of Wolves?
Well, normally I wouldn't want to stray too far from my horde, but you have bested me despite my many learnings and many books on the subject of playing this card game. So I feel it only fair. Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, well, I probably have to go now. And he goes back home
One more game?
and has more tea. He hears his wife calling him.
Okay. No, that's fair.
I was entirely expecting Nick to chime in there.
See?
There we go.
Oh, God.
Sometimes I go too high and the microphone doesn't pick it up.
It knows. It's Nick's got a bullshit level range.
Mm-hmm. She's like, no.
Oh no. The car guy, he is not here.
So the next time I'm over at Nick's place, I need to install a new filter on the microphone.
Yes. Make me more annoying, Matt.
Oh no, I was going to attempt to filter out the bullshit. But, Whisper!
Big fucking look.
Anything particular you want to do in preparation for the fight/infiltration?
I'm good.
You're not Whisper.
Going home.
Going home for a little bit?
Yeah.
Where'd you steal my spell?
That. I can just do that now.
Wow.
You can travel only to the universe or Neverworld, and your body serves as the focus component. Where in the universe? Just anywhere in the universe?
Yeah.
So,
It's just
yeah.
Netherworld or universe. So Shadowplane or back there.
So you could literally teleport from the Neverworld to Castrovel.
Wow.
As long as it's like I would assume it's the same sort of like rules as a general teleport of, hey, I need to be able to like it says in the actual the teleport spell.
Yeah. Like there's some inaccuracy involved with it, and if you have a key and a more familiarity with the location, it gets easier.
She's traveling, just gonna go back to Beacon.
Yeah.
Since she's kind of already been there more than a couple of times. She's just checking in with her dad.
Yeah. But not using the mimes.
No, this requires a little less setup.
You don't want to see a mime performance for like 8 hours? No, I understand. Well, visiting with your... Because it's been a while since you've been back to Beacon, hasn't it?
In the context, yeah, it's probably if like we've been doing like about a month that we've been doing like the Harrow Heart stuff.
A little bit more than that. I tend to treat timelines as a little bit wobbly. Like we have periods of downtime, and it's usually a couple of days to a couple of weeks.
It's probably at least 6 spots at the very least since she's been back.
Yeah. Well, they are very happy to see you again, at the very least.
Yeah. But yeah, she's gonna also kind of peruse the books in the dad's store and see if there's anything interesting in there that particularly stands out. Mostly about the, looking for anything in regards to the Harrow realm that she just didn't realize to look for before.
Any burnt book bindings from the last time people were in the Nether?
Give me a perception, or if you have a lore skill, that would be appropriate. So library lore, academia lore.
Technically, well, I'm assuming the DC is better for the lore skill.
On average, lore skills tend to have a lower DC.
Okay, because it's a difference of 2.
Well, that will be a success. Now, you're looking for books on the Howard realm, etc.
Yeah, like any specific Harrow books that she didn't notice before.
You do find an interesting volume talking about the history of the Harrow itself. How it mostly started as kind of a fortune-telling device. But many of the Harrowers, which is the term for people who use the Harrow majorly for fortune-telling, have also used it as a means to pass on stories from generation to generation. And not just like fairy tales, etc. The Verzian people have used the Harrow as a means to communicate history. Certain cards representing certain important events in history. For instance, which one is it? There's one that depicts the sky falling, and they use that card in particular to talk about
Chicken Little.
the Chicken Little, something like that. But they use that to kind of describe Earthfall, when the giant apocalyptic event hit Galarian, and they kind of went into a dark age for a little while there before recovering. It also talks about how some of the cards have switched imagery from time to time. There is also a couple of cards that you find out and read about, known as the apocryphal cards. So ones that aren't really accepted as a part of the main deck, but in times past have been used.
They're kind of like house-ruled cards.
Some of them it's just a case of history changing. One of the ones that does crop up once or twice is that sometimes the Rabbit Prince is exchanged for the Fox Prince. who's represented as the tyrant also changes from time to time. In times of political upheavals, the tyrant has been exchanged for images of the tyrant in the locality presented, and has been used as a way to communicate with rebels. There we go.
Rebel scum.
Exactly. Apparently, some of it was also pretty instrumental in some of the uprisings within Chelax. As for things kind of relevant to your current needs, apparently, a lot of the rarer cards have fallen into the collection of some sort of mysterious party known to have demonic connections. And also a fondness for wolves.
That's got us covered.
Apparently, some of the cards they have in their collection are, 1, very powerful, and 2, exceedingly rare and valuable. Including a rare couple of the cards from a very rare metal deck that was built for giants.
Interesting.
Well, giants like to play games too. It's just those little cards are no good for their big hands.
I mean, it's also one of those I would think maybe stone, but no, stone probably same thing. You drop it, it break pretty easily.
Yeah. Could you imagine shuffling tablets? Whew. It would be an impressive feat, though. But otherwise, your father is happy to see you again and is happy to know that you're happy, healthy. They do want to know how you're dealing with the whole Harrowheart situation, though, because there are a lot of rumors going on around about it. We just hear so much, you see.
It's fine.
It's fine? Just fine?
It's difficult to describe, particularly how interesting and frustrating it is.
Well, unfortunately, magic does tend to be frustrating and interesting at times.
It's like a very well-crafted stage play, but a toddler is directing. It makes sense to them, but it's just not quite right.
Well, I mean, the alternative to a toddler is directing is there could be no director whatsoever.
We've got an advocate for that.
Well, it's more... Consider a well-known play being put on. All the actors know their parts. All the speeches are well-learned. And there comes a point where the director just kind of leaves. The performance is fine, but it would have been better with a director there.
Oh,
Perhaps they just don't even
That's-
care.
that's given me an idea.
Well, I'm happy I could help. Though, I must admit, I never expected you to be a ruler of an entire demiplane.
Hot ruler. There are 4 of us.
And you're still a ruler.
It still feels more like moving puppets.
Well, you know what to do if you don't want to be the puppet anymore.
The puppet. I'm playing with the puppets. But I think they should kick their own legs.
Maybe just cut the strings a little bit. And with that, he continues on with his work. But that gave you an idea, Whisper? I'm terrified. Now, I believe we have one more thing left to do for preparation. Bow!
Ah,
You specifically want a clone army.
yeah, I do.
Yeah, look, I know what you're talking about here.
Hell yeah.
What I want to know is how you're facilitating this.
I would like to contact my god, Sun Wukong.
Yeah. How are you doing this?
I would like to invite him over for drinks.
You're going to invite the Grand Gremlin himself?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Give me a religion check.
You got it, buddy.
I mean, that's a pretty good
That's
religion check.
42.
How are you coaxing Sun Wukong to your little realm?
I am taking some of the liquor that is in the gourd that I carry with me and placing it in a small cup, putting that on one side of the table. Myself on the other side with another small cup of liquor. And then I am going to begin praying over the liquor as an invitation for my master and I don't like calling him my god, but
Your master?
yeah, my master to turn up and have some drinks with me. I have a favor to ask.
Well, it's as you're making this prayer, the cup gets taken away from you and you hear the sound of gulping. As you see Sun Wukong sit down on the chair next to you.
You could always call him my dog.
No, I'm his dog.
Both. Just give him an AW.
He drinks it for a moment, and you go to say something, Bow, and he kind of puts his finger up to give him a moment. As he puts the cup down, you watch it refill on its own, and he drinks it down again before pushing it back over to you. Hi, sorry. Very busy at the moment. Lots of fun. You don't need to worry about it too much. But
Okay. It's been a while. Hey, bud.
hi, have you got the stick yet?
No.
No?
What stick?
The stick.
Listen, I've been meaning to do that. It's still on my list. I
He
think
gives
by
you
now
a
it's a
lunge.
tree.
He gives you a nudge on the shoulder.
Anyway, glad to see you're doing well.
Punching gods, it's been great.
Hey, we all have to have hobbies, and that sort of neatly segues me into what I'm about to talk about.
Yeah.
So I've accidentally been made a caretaker, shall we call it, of this here Harrow realm, along with the rest of my party.
Like a full queen, yeah? If I'm being told right.
I strike him.
He takes the blow. You get the feeling he kind of let you have that one.
Yeah. I don't even miss a beat. I just keep on going.
Much responsibility.
So we're about to go fight a demon prince.
So a queen and a general. Okay, gotcha.
I will physically. Anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. He kind of does. We see the cloud form around him with a click of his fingers, and he's wearing the regal Abadarian emperor clothing type of stuff. Really posh. I'm sorry, my daughter. Have you committed a great sin against our beliefs? Have you committed anathema? Shall I remove your powers? Are you so overcome with guilt?
I'm going to personally sneak back into the boneyard and put your name back on the list, buddy.
We see the cloud pop again, and he's just kind of laughing.
Bao laughs too. This is probably something they've done a lot.
Oh, probably.
Wait, Bao has friends?
Bao has a master. So, following in your footsteps, always fun, fighting the demon lords and such.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could help me out by...
He kind of just leans forward, chin in his hands.
Either teaching me or just as a one-off use how you do the hair clone thing.
The hair clone thing?
You know, where you pluck one of the hairs out and becomes a clone?
I mean, yeah, he plucks one of his hairs, kind of blows on it gently, and we see a clone appear, who sits down next to you and, starts drinking.
We do not have enough alcohol for that.
No, it's great. One of us can have a conversation while the other drinks, and they just high-five across you.
Oh man, I want that so bad. So yeah, I'm hoping to clone up an army to help with that.
Well, I mean, it gets more difficult the amount of clones you create, and that's for me. I've done the 100 monkey army. It was great. I made so many people cry. He seems to think about it for a couple of moments and goes, "So you're attacking a demon army?"
Correct. I mean, you're free to join in if you want.
No, not at the moment. We have been given the riot orders.
Okay, 1, what? And 2, orders?
Gorm's dead. You didn't hear?
I sent you a message.
Oh, you did too.
Yeah, thanks.
So I got your message.
Uh-huh.
But no, Gorm's dead. So there's wars going on in the Heavenlies. It's something insane, especially in Gorm's old realm.
Oh damn! Yeah, no, I didn't think about his realm.
Bismara is launching a full assault on his meat holes and stuff like that. It's been a whole thing. And there's this whole discussion about who's going to take over his spot, if someone should take over his spot. It's going on and on.
I want to be here. I want to be there. Pirates fighting. What are they called? Valkyries?
Yeah,
Hell
no,
yeah.
it's awesome as hell. Did you know that there's a sword that's a god now?
What? Does it have to be a sword?
Look, as far as I remember from being told, someone made a weapon and it was so great that it became, like, the God's Reign thing happened, that it became a god, and now it just likes to fight and do violence, but it's not, like, evil or anything. It's just self-determination and will and stuff.
Oh, it's a really great sword.
Yeah.
The greatest. I want to be here. I want to be.
Look, when you finish with all this stuff, with, like, the cards and everything else like that, because I will say it's kind of fucking up a couple of things on our end. So once you've dealt with that, you know, sure, you can join in if there's anything left.
Val just looks at him with that look that's probably, you know, thousands of years old at this point, of just the world's most weary, really?
No, look, as much as this whole thing kind of seems a little bit weird and off-putting, the power of those little cards you're putting together is legitimate.
I understand that they're important. I just don't understand why I have to be part of it.
It's his turn to kind of give you a weary look. Like, Bao, I don't expect you to be a queen or anything like that.
Smart expectation. Continue.
I don't expect you to be a general either. However, like, you're one of my best students. You know that, right?
I had a strong inkling of that, yeah.
Yeah, like, you've seen the others.
Run into them from time to time, sure.
So when it comes down to it, this will help me and help you, but also whoever's behind these cards is trying to fuck with the entire Friends of Destiny type of thing, and not in the fun ways that Grandmother Spider does either.
So I'm in, like, morally correct to oppose them.
Well, I don't like to kind of talk of...
Morally correct.
I don't like to talk about them in, like, terms of black and white. But look, I'm not going to tell you what to do. That's not my thing. However, he reaches into his coat and pulls out what looks like a very nice dog brush, like a hairbrush made of, like, jade with, like, the silver inlay and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives you the hairbrush.
Just what I always wanted. Thanks.
I think he's calling you Scruffy.
An avocado.
And he kind of puts his hands together sagely again and crosses his legs. And you see the cloud begin to gather underneath him, and he goes, "And when the time comes, you will understand what to do, my disciple."
I throw it at him.
It goes through him as he turns to a cloud and disappears.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
And you just hear his voice on the wind go, "It's a hairbrush. Think about it."
Yeah, okay. I just had to check it wasn't some elaborate double bluff, that's all. I'm gonna spend the rest of the time drinking until it's time to go.
Yeah.
In that good place.
Get to that good place. Now, Bao, you know how to use the hairbrush?
I brush my hair, and I'm assuming clones will come out of it.
Yeah, from all the loose hairs you brush out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. If you didn't give that, I was literally going to scratch myself with my foot.
I thought it would work out well.
Thank you.
Now, of course, the forces of Harrowheart are more than happy to join in the battle. A lot of the Cardigans and the story kin do remember what happened. There is some concern about whether the Paladins will even be able to manifest on the Realm of Shadows, but you are assured that because of the connection that's currently established between the two realms, it should be fine.
Realm of Shadows.
Remember how, like, the Harrowed Realm has connected, like, the Prince of Wolves' place and your place, and there's a somewhat connection with the Realm of Shadows as well?
Yeah. Remember when Marta's girlfriend came around?
No.
Oh, I do.
So do
She was
I.
all draconic-like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you should show him again.
Yeah, Matt.
You want me to show her again? Like Queen Argonixia, the shifty lady of the... Oh,
That's not what we meant.
That's a lot less hot. Lot less hot.
oh, you wanted the other one. Okay. Well,
It's also a lot less amusing because everyone's like, oh, yeah, that looks like a dragon lady.
as opposed to... Is this still set up?
Specifically, it looks like a Slitherwing Drake from the Dragon Isles. They're pretty cool.
Oh god, the token is just so giant. You mean this one?
Hell yeah. Good old Velvet. I gotta play that game again.
I have it installed on my computer. I need to play it.
You do. It's the... It is genuinely the best Tales game, I find. Fight me on that.
Tails.
Yeah, the Tales
Because
series.
you keep chasing tails.
Nah. This one's about getting revenge.
I do like
My
a good revenge
favorite
plot.
subject.
Revenge.
Rowenge.
When the time comes, however, the orders are sent out, and the forces will gather as close to the Prince of Wolves. I wish he had a better name. The Prince of Wolves' keep. Wolford.
Will.
Just call it the doghouse.
The
Fresh
doghouse.
Prince of Wolves.
To get your forces as close to the wolf house as possible. But following Arushale's direction, you have another direction where you have to go.
Man.
She takes you into the depths of the temple that they built here in Harrowheart. And it does seem a lot deeper than you were expecting it to be, only after a couple of months. But, you know, magical worlds, it's fine.
Fine, everything's fine.
I don't think Illustrana thought that it wouldn't be this deep. She thinks Rushale is a very deep and meaningful person.
Also, by the look on Illustrana's face, this is also the first time for her seeing all this.
No doubt.
Bow, you've seen this once or twice when you've helped people get snuck into Harrowheart.
But I'm gonna act like I haven't.
See, I just imagine Bao going, oh, this is all here? Who knew this was here?
Can we get a deception check?
From Bao?
Just for memes.
Just for the meme?
Yeah.
Am I good at deception?
Would
No,
make sense
I
for
am
you
not.
to be.
You know?
I am middling.
That's not too bad.
That beats. That does not beat my perception.
Oh, is that what we're calling the...
Isn't
Regis
that how it
Phyllis?
works?
Regis Phyllis? Okay. But no, we can call him Lupus Regis Filius. Originally takes you down some of the secret tunnels to an open gateway that's leading what looks to be a cliffside, perhaps, in the Midnight Isles. And she says, I know what this looks like. It's not going to take you to there. When you step through, you're going to go through into an oubliette.
One of those little bowls that expand in water?
No, and an oubliette is it means
Prison,
a place of
labyrinth.
It's a place of forgetting. As in, you throw people in and then you forget about them.
Oh, I see.
Now, there is a secret passage out of it. The secret passage should lead to a crystal that'll help you to turn off that particular ward. And then the rest of the forces can attack.
Right on.
I don't know what they have done to the oubliette. I don't know how bad it's going to be in there. I'd say you have to trust me on this, but I honestly do not know what you're walking into.
I mean, to be fair, we do trust you on this because, like, you're the best thing we've got right now. So, cheers.
Thanks.
What are Illustrana's thoughts on this?
We should just get like a democracy happening.
Ursula turns to you, turns to Korgar and goes, I think the war's getting to her.
One
Maybe you
person
can help
shouldn't have this kind of power.
I believe you might need to spend some time with her to help her with her recovery. I think the trauma might be getting to her. She might need some assistance shouldering the burden.
Yeah, no, definitely a bit of a vacation afterwards.
I want Korgar to be saying this and his hand wife just slowly rising up onto screen.
The hand wife only exists in Nick's mind.
Is this like this? Nick has pyrovision from TF2.
Right?
Oh, guys, the game is so much funnier from my perspective.
This is why we both don't and do want Nick to run Curse of Strahd at some point.
God, I would not be able to do that seriously.
No, and I know this.
Like, I find vampires inherently funny, and having
I have
one as
come to
the
suck
main
your
guy-
blood.
Oh, it'd be just the worst.
From start to finish.
If I remember correctly, like when I was originally planning it, Strahd was just gonna be with you guys for most of the game, just in a terrible disguise.
Yeah, mustaches, funny hats, the whole bit.
Like you would have all known it's Strahd, but he would have denied it.
And would just have the same accent the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
But
The curse is Strahd as a terrible party member.
Yeah. The curse is Strahd.
So
Exactly.
essentially, what you're going to happen is Strahd is going to be played by Leslie Nielsen.
dead and
No one's
loving
lost to me.
it.
No, don't call me Shirley.
Oh god. But ready to step through?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Loading oubliette.
The oubliette.
What a fun word. Yeah. Unload.
Unload?
I don't like this.
No?
Why is it on top of us? I don't like this.
You
Now,
don't like it?
I will remind players of our safety tools involving green light, yellow light, red light. But an
Safety
overpowering
tools.
stench of death and filth hangs in the scorching, sticky air. Dark metal sheets that appear to sweat blood line the walls. rising to heights lost in the darkness above, and below, the metal floor is covered by a hideous carpet of squirming, screeching maggots, each of which bears a humanoid face with fanged maws. Some maggots appear to be dead and serve the rest as meals, while others seem to constantly squeeze out of the rocks lining the walls above, as if burrowing free from thick mud to rain down into the pit below.
Illustrana would be.
Where was
on
this in Season of
Oubliette
Ghosts?
and up in the air, away from all the filthy things.
Yeah.
This is terrifying stuff. Where was this?
All the maggots in unison.
Do you have a zoom in for the maggots, Matt?
Okay, so where was it?
So, like, the part that worries me the most is there's no door.
Yeah,
Like originally said, an oubliette is literally where you throw people to forget about them. They genuinely don't come out of it.
I don't want to be here anymore.
yeah.
So you said there's a ceiling, right?
Well, looking up, it appears to just continue on, and you can see what appears to be a sky.
Okay. Shall I just go then? I should probably rest up first.
You want to rest in here?
Yeah, here is not where you want to do that.
After having spent a significant amount of time doing things.
Nope, not that one.
That one.
Oh, that's what you meant. Like, okay.
No, I seriously would not suggest setting up camp here.
No. I don't want to camp. We've got big old society city things. Do I have a burrow speed?
Oh, burrow speed won't help you here. It's too thick.
The adamantine dragon does not get a burrow speed from dragon form, which is dumb. Well, I'm gonna fly up.
You're gonna fly up?
I am going to fly up.
Well, you fly up further and further, and you can kind of see as the little insectoid-like creatures kind of squeeze free from the wall and fall past you. None of them really have much of an opportunity to latch on. But it's as you get to what feels like the surface that you slam into something.
Ow.
And it would appear that someone has put a ceiling on this oubliette, so you can see the sky but never touch it.
Can I do a magic check on this ceiling?
You can, in fact, make a magic check. Give me a nature.
Nature. That's okay.
It's as you kind of touch the ceiling that you realize that it's actually an illusion.
Rude.
And it's in fact not a way to the outside. It's just the ceiling. As it has always been.
Well,
We're just going to look around. Is there a particular specific wall where more of these things are coming out than others?
Give me that perception check. And what is Illustrana doing?
Illustrana will also perceive that exact same thing. Oh, you tricked us, didn't you?
What do you mean?
That's going to be initiative, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't gotten skill checks from each of you that I can slot into initiative really easily.
You'd have known.
Have I mentioned recently how much I love this system and the ability to do that for initiative?
Just out of curiosity while you're setting that up,
Yeah.
was 35 enough to, like, punch that wall good?
It's definitely enough to see something. Actually, all of you who did perception checks have actually seen the secret door. But as you're beginning to kind of investigate and look around, the maggots with their sharp pointy teeth begin to bite and claw at all of you. Even for Illustrana and Kogar, as several groups of them, a swarm falls from the ceiling.
Gross.
Question.
Yes?
Nick's pretty sure of what these are. Would my champion's aura be causing them issues?
I mean, it would be a happy thing for them, that's for sure. But this is not specifically a creature encounter. This is a hazard encounter. But upon initiative being rolled, come on, let me roll you. There we go.
Gross.
It attacks everyone on a 46. Does that critically hit anyone's AC?
Not quite.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Ooh. Victorious. Where is his AC?
Man, I feel flimsy as all hell.
As long as that exceeded your armor class, you will take 40 damage as the maggots begin to
poison?
bite. Otherwise,
What damage you say? You sure about that?
oh, I feel so flimsy at the moment. Has like 15 damage resist.
Matt, you were too off from critting me.
Still 15 resist.
Yeah, because I happened to choose Horned Dragon.
Well, the luck was definitely with you. Whisper! It is your turn. You can attack the swarm if you want, or you can attempt to disable it.
I would like to disable it in a creative way by attacking. By making it worse before it gets better.
Oh, okay.
My own maggots.
Well, it's gonna roll its reflex save. It's pretty good.
It's very good, actually.
Wow. Those are some dexterous maggots.
Whisper, what does this look like?
Oh, it's just, you know how I was talking about hairballs?
Yeah.
Yeah, peristalsis. It's just hair that comes out wiggling like little worms.
Cool. As they kind of merge with the swarm and there's a little bit of attacking that goes on for a bit, you notice as some of the insects you summoned grow faces as they become just a part of the swarm.
Oh, that's probably not great.
Yuck.
Critical success.
Yeah, okay. She's just gonna just sweep the leg or something.
Yep.
No, that's probably not great.
That's actually gonna miss. It's not so much that it misses, it's just... Oh, okay.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. It definitely misses. It's like trying to part a tide.
Yeah, no. And they are starting to grow and swarm. I believe that's you done though, Whisper.
Yeah.
Korgar.
I will fly down.
Now, this specifically says religion, but as is usual for me, I do allow people to substitute these kind of checks for similar ones. So, for instance, if you want to use nature instead, you can.
No, I'll use religion.
Use religion. All right. That's if you want to try to disable it.
How many actions to disable it? Just the one, yeah?
2 actions to disable a device, or a trap, or a hazard. A 32 will not do it.
Wonderful. Then I will tail sweep.
Sweep the tail? All right.
Tail sweep.
That will be a hit. Roll damage. And with a wide sweep of your tail, many of the maggots get launched into the air and kind of splatter against the walls.
Spin attack.
I believe that's you done though, Korgar?
That is me done with my spin dash.
All right. Illustrana.
Illustrana would like to disable things. Please and thank you.
Wants to do a disable device?
Oh.
What do you mean, dispelling slice?
Ooh. Would a dispelling slice be good?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. Where is it?
Whoa, you're supposed to be doing character assassination here. This is something Juliet would do.
Right?
I hope she would have.
We're stretching
Actually, based off of how successful she's been with this in the past. Ah, yes, let me just disable eyesight. She always pulls the most bullshit things possible off.
That won't actually hit. Or won't beat their AC. Yep, okay.
How about now?
That will absolutely do it. So roll that counteract check. Oh, that's actually really good. Roll damage for me, because the Dispelling Strike goes with that. And I have to do a quick calculation.
Sneak attack?
No.
No. Just checking.
We're flanking it, though.
It's immune to precision damage.
Aww.
That's a hazard. You're already doing a fair bit of damage to it, though. With your Dispelling Slice check, you have attained a success on disabling this trap. It's not a critical success, but it is one of the successes needed. Is Betonius going to do anything?
I don't actually have control of Petonius.
Ah,
So I'm going to say he just keeps us in the air.
He
and
hovers.
away from stuff.
Well, see, it's more like he's a bird, and this is a bunch of worms. This must be like fucking heaven.
Nom, 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 nom.
crawls like a worm from the bird.
And now I know what music you listen to growing up.
It's worse.
Jesus, mostly.
I've been listening to Billy Talent today, so that's been a thing. All right. Bow.
Me.
You.
Religion.
I was about to say you're going to reroll that. I saw the 5.
Oh, that's not going to do it, is it?
That is, in fact, not going to do it.
Okay. Well, in that case, I might as well just join in with everyone else.
Just got to hit the trap. That's a hit. Roll damage. Ooh, was that even good at damage? Oh, that's right. You're holy and shit.
Bludgeoning.
No, it's because you're holy.
Ah, that's good too.
Holy busted.
All right. Now, I have an important question. Is Betonius and Korgar currently floating above the ground?
Yes.
No.
All right. How far is Betonius above the ground?
20 feet.
Because that's pretty average.
Ooh, okay. A fantastic amount then. Jesus Christ.
That's a critical hit on Korga.
Bow and Whisper.
That's just a regular hit, thankfully.
And Bow.
Yeah, that's a regular hit, thankfully.
Well, this first one's going to be the regular damage. And this is going to be the critical damage. You could have just pressed double for that first one.
What?
Uh,
Yeah, Korgar?
145?
Oh.
No, just the 80. It's fine. Yep.
Why'd you paste it twice?
And for its final action, it gets to select a singular creature that would normally be out of range of it.
Oh. Oh no. Matt.
Look!
Matt!
Wait, why is Illustrana taking that damage?
Illustrata's not taking the damage, it's Betonius.
No, the 80 damage.
Yeah, she won't take that damage. He's
Oh, okay.
fine, he'll survive. I'm not killing an animal companion tonight, for fuck's sake.
I mean,
Again,
Oh, those
Matt
look like
crits
y'all.
an animal companion. What a surprise.
It's worse, it's a
this is
natural
the
20 as well.
first trap.
Like crits in the chat, I guess. There we go. Thanks.
Can
Thanks.
we leave and come back tomorrow?
It's not quite how this works. Thanks, Nidzard. That's the trap done, though. Whisper.
it's probably time to, like, lock in, I guess.
I love how that term's become such a thing. Oh, hell yeah.
More sweeps.
That will be a critical hit.
Okay. I love how I have so many damage. Like, I gotta show you this. I have so many damage dice now, it's actually breaking the box.
And I thought Juliet liked to write an essay with her damages.
Yeah, remember when you had to do it manually?
Yeah. So this is a unholy thing?
It is, in fact, unholy.
Okay.
Worst part is it's probably going to ignore a lot of these.
Yeah, I mean, I assume more like the stuns and stuff don't work on it.
It's a hazard.
It has object immunities for the most part. So yeah,
Okay.
stun's not gonna work, blind's not gonna work, slow's not gonna work.
Okay.
Just because it's a hazard. Like, you can blind a couple of them, but... But that's one action?
Well, actually, no, it's part of Start of Blows. So, yeah. Monk.
That'll be a hit as well.
Yeah. That's not gonna hit.
Unfortunately, no.
Last action. I'm gonna cast guidance on Koga.
Yay! Korgar may need it.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. You're... You might roll really low. But it is your turn, Kogar.
It's my turn.
Yep.
Matt, what's the best way for me to disable this? Is it to keep beating it, or is it to actually use disable checks?
So for
We've
this...
got one disable so far.
And the average for most hazards is 3. But if you want to do a recall knowledge or a perception check to see how it's feeling...
Sure. That's a decent perception.
So through your combined efforts, the worst of the maggots have already been taken care of. If you were to make a mechanical assumption, it is down to single digits in its hit points. You're just between your group efforts, you're annihilating enough of them that they're no longer an issue.
Excellent. Does it have a poison immunity?
To specifically poison damage, no.
Wonderful.
It's got object immunities, but you know about that.
Where is my dragon breath button?
Koga vomits in a corner.
Blech.
Blech.
Spell casting, dragon form. Bleh. I need to add on 24? 14. 14 status. Poison. Add. Boop.
A lot of damage. I don't think it's walked away from this one. Now, I have to do a reflex save.
I don't think that's a critical success.
What is your spell DC?
Not.
Nope.
39.
39? Yeah. No, that's gonna do it. Oh, don't do that. I know it's gonna do damage.
Wow.
Because it's technically set as an object.
Whereas it's not.
Bullshit.
Because the object immunities has it as being immune to poison, as in poison effects, not poison damage. And at the very least, this thing has a weakness to area attack, which will take the 15 damage and will do it regardless.
I suppose use like pesticides.
So we'll do these ones.
Whips out a can of Mortine.
You know what?
Take
you know
this,
what?
Louis.
There.
I win!
I command damage. Rocks fall, everyone dies.
But between all of you, you managed to destroy enough of the maggots that you can create a pathway. Specifically, for those who did the perception checks earlier, you do see about 20 feet up a hinge or a slight gap in that wall.
Yoink. Fuck out of here.
Yeah? You don't want to stay here anymore?
No.
This is not a holiday place for you?
No, terrible
Is
choice.
Is
Zero
it too
spells
big
won't
for
be back.
Korgar?
Once you get inside, you'll be fine. I think. Maybe.
Squeeze check.
Yeah.
Oh, that's way too big of a spot for Korgar. Way too small, rather. I will shrink down once I get up there.
Really cool.
I guess
landing
this is
place,
the
though.
wood that they were speaking of. What is the best method of disabling this, Matt?
Well, the air in this chamber is humid and fetid. A colossal 6-foot-tall crystal, flickering with blood-tinged light, thrums from atop a 30-foot pedestal of dark stone and rusted iron. Its vibrations make limbs leaden and the air thick. Surrounding the crystal are 4 30-foot-tall metal poles that appear to siphon the crystal's light into the ground itself. The chamber has no ceiling, instead rising to the height of a few hundred feet before opening into the night. A low hanging moon, much too large in the sky, illuminates the shaft with its light.
Hmm.
But as you kind of enter this room and begin to examine it, a spindly creature
What's that about,
emerges,
Whisper?
emerges from the crystal itself.
Ah, it's Whisper.
Why he looks sad?
He does. He looks like the Horned King or whatever from the Black Cauldron.
I am Ixarari, and I'm afraid it's my duty to defend this crystal and to kill all of you.
All right. Should you put a frightened value on him then?
Where were you when they were handing out vows behind the door?
Matt,
Yeah?
what is this?
Ugh.
I said, what is this?
Yay!
The wheel and
Fucking-
woe.
There you go, Juliet. The dice. You're here in spirit. You possess the dice. What is this? It is a Capaskri. God. Catpasker. It is a type of demon.
Cat Tatter, got it.
They are born of the souls of doomsayers and cult leaders who sought to undermine and unravel reality.
What?
They're demons of nihilism and unmaking.
We got a guy for that.
But yes, I am afraid it is my duty to kill you all.
Again, if he's afraid of us, then he should have a frightened value.
Well, it's not so much
No.
he's afraid of you, it's just that he super doesn't look like he's into this.
He said he's
okay.
afraid, therefore he gets a frightened value.
Well, that's like when you go into Subway and you're like, I'll have the tuna salad, and they're like, I'm all out of tuna salad, I'm afraid. They're not actually afraid, it's just a turn of phrase.
And the
Yeah,
tuna
when I'm
salad
there.
has escaped.
Exactly. They should be very, very afraid.
Well, hang on. You said you were guarding the crystal and you had to kill us.
Yes.
But like, we're not doing anything to the crystal, so why you gotta kill us?
Because you're in the crystal room, so I have to kill you.
Huh. No, I can't actually find fault in that one.
Sorry.
No, it's just understandable, really.
It's part of the
happens if we
contract.
break the crystal first.
Have you considered though, like putting up a sign? Like, if you come into this room, I have to kill you. Sorry.
You mean put a sign in the oubliette?
Yeah.
That would clearly indicate a door. or at least a passageway out
Well, I
of
mean,
the
if it's,
oubliette.
between being killed because we entered a room we didn't know was going to kill us or not. You know? It just seems a little unfair. That's all I'm saying.
You do know you're in hell, right?
I was pretty sure we were in the abyss, but yeah.
Look, I have been here for so long. It super doesn't matter to me.
I mean, do you wanna?
Oh, it's in the contract. I'm bound here for at least another couple of 100 years.
And as a demon, how important are contracts to you?
I am bound to it.
I suppose. Okay, well, I guess we fight then. I am also not into this, so, like, nah.
Oh, look, you're doing fine. You're being all heroic and stuff.
Nah, you're doing great too, man. Like, I understand this is job.
Sign in, sign out. But
Morning, Ralph. Morning, Sam.
I will get everyone to roll initiative. However, we're going to use this opportunity to take our short 10-minute break. Before you fight Ixorari, Guardian of the Crystal. I'll use that stealth check.
Yu-Gi-Oh card for sure. Where's my check? Nah, screw it. We'll just
Like, if we managed to extend that conversation, like, the next thing would have been an attack roll on the crystal.
Yeah. Oh,
I
no, look,
truly
absolutely.
believe at this point there's an unspoken understanding between Bao and Whisper that when Bao starts getting into conversation, Whisper disappears.
Yeah.
Is it possible to see where this creature is on the map, Matthew?
I'm told it can emerge from anywhere in the crystal. So we're going to put him right there.
Neat.
Nice to see you guy.
But this sounds like two golf teams meeting at a social gathering. Look. After running Abomination Vaults, there's definitely sometimes a vibe with these demons and devils where it's like, I super don't want to be here, but I have to do the job. There's like terms and contract. I can't do anything about this. I'm sorry.
The underworld is mostly office workers.
So that does give me an idea for an adventure, though.
Fantastic.
What? Demons unionizing?
Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of Paizo 101 at this. No.
They haven't done a unionization storyline yet, and I'm a little disappointed.
Matzo 101.
Geez, one time.
Yeah, okay, once.
Yeah, once, I guess. I also have 3 villain points going into this fight, so that's going to be fun.
Shit.
All right, we are going to take that short 10-minute break. We shall be back. I'm going to run the commercials. We'll probably do we'll do a poll. Probably between Bao, Kolgar, and Whisper. Yeah, they could use the hero points, I think. But we shall be back here soon, and we hope to see you then. And we have returned! The poll's got a little bit of time left in it, but that's all good.
Yeah, I wouldn't vote for Bao. Bao's not a great exterminator.
No.
Bao's the kind of exterminator, like the dog that would chase after the rabbit, catch it, and then let it go, because it was like, I don't really know how to do the rest of this job.
Yeah. It's like, I never got this far before. What do I do now?
I'm just like a dog chasing a car. I wouldn't know what to do if I caught it.
At least you're not like a dog shitting razor blades.
In the fucking rain? What the fuck?
It's like, it is a full 30-second intro to that song of just like standard like Midwest emo guitar just playing away, and then shaking like a dog shitting razor blades.
Just like... There's a part of me that wants to listen to the rest of the song to just see if there's like a reason for it.
Oh, it's just no. That is just like the peak. Like it's the context of like fiending sort of thing.
Well, Whisper, you have gotten a hero point from the poll.
Oh yay!
And so is Korgar.
Yay!
So Korgar's up to 3. Let's hope you use them.
I hope that I use them. Actually, no. I hope I use 2 of them.
Okay. And one always is saved.
And one always lies.
Are we ready to get started, though?
Sure.
Sure. Well, Korgar, you will be up first as fighting Ixarari. Okay, speaking of metal. You heat a foe's blood and boil it within its veins.
You said he was a nihilist, so I'm gonna make him feel something.
Fuck you, right?
If his blood is literally boiling, that means he's angry and he's no longer a nihilist.
Do you say something to him to kind of enforce this?
I mean, I'll say that. Oh, actually, hang on.
Okay, I
Not
have
that
to
it's-
selected. Cool.
I forgot to do battle cry.
Yeah,
Where
do
is
grab
my-
Battle Cry. He's within range for once.
Let's just quickly paste that one into chat and go rawr. No, I re-roll that. No, fuck.
The dice are determined to make sure that Warcry is forever sullied in your vision.
It spells so lame now. I cannot see Whisper, so I will use guidance on Bao.
On Bow?
Bow wow wow wow.
Did I have to do anything else with Boil Blood?
Just the
Oh,
damage you
God.
succeeded.
Drain 2 on a failure. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's you done, Korgar. Bow! Korgar's actually casting spells.
Actually, can I do better than hit him?
I mean, it is a fiend. I hope you at least have a smite in your pocket.
You know, that's a good, yeah. Smite.
Is that a smite in your pocket or ah?
It was a smite. Interesting.
You could do better. There we go.
Certainly.
I wish I had that as a GIF. I really do. Got anything else for him?
No.
You slam him across the face with the staff. And as he kind of recovers from it, he looks at Jiro and goes, "Worshipper of Sun Wukong?"
You got it, buddy.
This implies that he's been beaten up by someone who worshipped Sun Wukong before.
Possibly Sun Wukong.
Is that why they call it demonstration?
Something like that. But that's your turn done, Bao?
Correct.
All right. Illustrana.
Okay. Illustrana is going to command Butonius. And they're going to go sort of up here. No.
Yeah.
Up here, perhaps. And Butonius will attempt a bite.
I mean, you'll probably have to go one more over.
Then that happens, yeah.
There we go.
Chomp. And using Demon's Bane, Illustrana will attack him. Let's go.
Okay.
This is too big of a screen.
Yeah. I've seen the damage output before.
I don't know.
Fuck!
You deal
Rogue
with
numbers are fun.
random bullshit. Go.
Hey, Eldritch. How you doing? My demon's getting fucked up.
Whoa. You mean a demon bane warrior is doing stuff against a demon and it's working? Shocking.
That hurts so much. From your point of view, Bao, you just see Illustrata's blade just go right through his chest as he kind of screams a little bit.
Oh, damn.
Ow!
He wishes he had internal organs, so that would have pierced it and put him out of his misery.
Illustrana, I think you need to calm down.
Jeez, take a chill pill.
His big ears kind of look like a crown, so she's really motivated to stop him.
Fucking. Oh, I've got to do shit as well, don't I?
You got to do stuff.
All right. That's already been done. What damage is it weak to?
Let's go with bludgeoning.
We do that fortitude save. That's
Listen,
critical
man, I'm
success.
sorry, but this is ridiculous. I don't think they should allow rogues to get to high levels.
You should see what happens when she gets Master Strike.
No.
Is that Illustrana done?
One more attack.
Yep, go for it. Yep. Moving on.
Do I? Well, I mean,
Well,
you know what?
you're gonna do it.
I deserve that.
You do. All right.
I will
His
allow him
turn.
to turn.
A singular turn.
Do you really think he's going to get another one?
He kind of looks to all of you and goes, okay, so that really hurt. You might actually be able to free me from this contract.
I mean, we're down for that.
I feel like at this point, Illustrana would quip, free you from this mortal coil.
Absolutely.
Juliet's not here. This is character assassination mode.
Well, he's going to cast a spell.
Well, that's in range of at least one person.
Bow?
Me?
If you have reactive strike.
Ah.
You know, it also gets to hit now because that hit.
Both of these trigger before the blink does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm
he
aware.
doesn't get the resist either. Wow, that is
This is ridiculous.
a lot less than I was expecting.
I mean, it wasn't a crit. It's still 50 damage.
I know it's 50 damage, but like based off of the crit, I was expecting a lot more.
I mean, the crit adds some extra crap to it as well. It's one of those kind of like scaling up things.
Mm.
Oh, he's...
Yeah, no, he's not having a good time.
He's so fucking lucky I rolled low.
He's gonna flank to there. And that will be him done.
So much for guarding.
I'm still in the room.
He's running away.
All right,
Pretty
Whisper.
fun. Tiger stance.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's tiger stance, 10-foot step.
He's just like, where were you?
Hiding. Tiger slash. Oh. Oh, I know I don't need more than that, so we'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
Was he? I'm surprised he didn't teleport into the ethereal plane.
Should this be doing...
Hmm?
Oh no, it's... Okay, so it is toggling the things correctly. Never mind, don't worry. Don't worry, be happy.
That's gonna kill this dude for sure. Well,
He's good. He's not good. Super not
I guess
good.
I'm wrong.
Oh. That's not a stunning blow, but I am surprised he did actually survive that. That is actually the end of my turn.
Okay. Korgar.
He's too far away for me to hit him.
Oh no.
You don't have a cantrip that goes that far?
I do, but I want to punch him.
Well, if you want to move
Punch him with
towards
your
him,
magic fist.
I need to know if you're going to be approaching him.
I will not be approaching him.
But you could, though.
I could. I think this is the first time I've actually used a defensive cantrip. Wow. I can see why I don't.
It's reasonably average for that.
Yeah.
I rolled a
It
6.
still sucks.
I rolled a 6. We're going to try it. I got 3.
Matt,
What?
stop.
What? I only did 2 better.
Seriously?
Wow.
Oh.
He's got the blink on. He's got his blinkers on.
Yeah, but the blink only gives you resist 5, doesn't it?
He casts the upscale version.
Okay.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Where's the rest of the resistance coming from? Oh, I guess it's only what, 13 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where's the extra 4 coming from?
Yeah, like I said, he's upcasted. It's the upcast version.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's casted at 10, has he? Okay.
No, not that
8.
far. Hey.
Listen.
Oh, heightened +4. Okay, I see. The tiny fine text. I thought it was spell 8. I am now on the same page as everyone else is.
Beautiful.
Just-
One action remaining.
I'll use a 1 action heal from my staff.
You sound so sad.
I am.
Good healing.
I don't know. That was a great roll.
That was a good roll, actually. Yeah.
Yep, he can. Yeah, sure.
Bow.
So he didn't do a hostile action, did he?
Not yet.
No, so
He ran away like a.
I expires. And as far as I'm aware, I can just use smite again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just an action cost.
Yep. And then using the extending rune.
For fuck's sake.
Reach out and touch him.
I was about to say, I'm giving him a +1, but it's not gonna fucking matter.
Boop.
Ah, yes. The sweet release of my contract.
Around.
Strana's favorite type of thing. Ninzard.
Team being stabbed for 100. Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was funny. Where's my soundboard? Where's my soundboard?
Where's my elephant?
Where is my soundboard?
See, he would have done a lot better if there wasn't a critical hit amongst all that.
Which critical hit?
The rogue?
You mean the one that really likes getting critical hits?
Yeah. No, I'm
The
aware.
roguiest rogue.
Fighters get lots of them. Rogues like to get lots of them.
Also, because Juliet would ask, does it disappear or does it slump to the ground?
I would like to take all of its bits to fashion into some kind of ware or cracker barrel.
It looks like something with a carapace.
Oh no, like a
Which one of us is the dwarf here?
a contract appears over his body and just kind of wraps around him before disappearing.
No.
NDA, it says at the top.
My
Non-death agreement.
Brings it back immediately.
I tell you what, though,
Could you-
fighters with the barbarian multiclass with Furious Finish can one round a lot of damage. Yeah.
Could you imagine that being like a thing? Like, devils now sign people for non-death agreements. Like, no. I don't want your soul now. I want you to do stuff for me. So you're going to sign this non-death agreement, which brings you back to life.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually had a character in one of Dan's games that essentially had that. He should have died like 3 times. Yeah, his family wasn't doing too well by the end of that.
Mummy Arushale really wants you here, so you have to stick around, Illustrana.
Well,
So, this crystal, hey?
Would you like a magic check from me, Matt?
magic check, or are you just gonna like, yeah, there we go.
I'll do a magic check just before Illustrana gets all unga bunga as like someone else would.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're getting Illustrana confused for Taro.
And quite a few other characters, frankly.
Taro resolved all his magical problems with with his sword. That was so stupid.
I love
Did
the,
you
like,
know
the sword that can slash through shadow walls, breach into ghost dimensions.
Sword, yeah, the sword that can bring back an entire village from death.
I'm pretty sure I should have taken that sword away from you.
It was just a regular sword.
This is now a relic. You can't use it, it's ceremonial.
Aww. Ceremonial only.
Hey Matt,
Yeah.
can you make that in one of your future books?
What's that? A shadow dispelling sword? Or ghost jumping sword?
Yeah, just a sword that came from the realm of death.
Okay, so Matt needs to make essentially like the equivalent of like the Book of the Damned, the Book of Righteous Chronicles, that sort of thing. Just the book of stupid stuff that has happened
My
surrounding
players
Nick.
have done.
Yeah, the meta book.
Yeah. It'll have like the moon turning ritual in it as well.
Yeah. All the different restaurants in Absalom.
Yeah. Just call the book the Obscura Playerco.
I believe the title at the moment is the Obscura Compendium.
Liber Obscura.
Furious Fish works with range strikes. Cool.
Oh no.
Huh. That. Okay, so it's just so it's Deadeye from Red Dead Revolver.
I'm just double checking something quickly. Make sure I haven't lost some information somewhere. Can we not put Furious Fish on a gunslinger, please?
No.
Furious Finish for when you're really angry about giving a money shot. What?
I feel like that's a thing I would just ban.
You'd have to see it in action a few times, though.
I mean, yeah, at least once.
Just officially dub it the gun kake.
God damn it.
So, chat, I'm pretty sure you had to press a button before joining this stream.
Yes, I pressed the bookmark for twitch.tv/tabletop obscura. If you do not have a bookmark for tabletop obscura on twitch.tv, then you've probably had to click a few more buttons.
All right, I have that's all right. I need one more thing. Kogar, Illustrana, you have both been working on these. I just need someone else to do a thing. And
Punch.
punch. All right.
I was going to go for the angle of, does just smashing this end badly for us? Because if it didn't, I would absolutely have joined in the smashing.
Hey, so I need everyone to make a reflex saving throw, please.
God damn it.
As the magic begins to power down and it's struggling a little but still kind of cohesive.
Is this a primal effect?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Success. Bao, you did not succeed.
Fantastic. I was the only one not participating. Jesus.
I feel like there should be an AoE for it.
There is an AoE for it, like everyone in the room. As you smash the crystal whisper, it begins to shake for a couple of moments as we watch the cracks kind of spider around it before, with a bright glow from the inside, explodes.
You could change it to Sieg, and then it would be mental damage.
I'm gonna
I just now that made me realize that thing had ambient noise.
It fades in
did?
the background. Metamorphic Studios do a really great job with these modules.
Like
I
just
wasn't
that
paying
turning off, the absence of it was like,
Oh. There was a slight buzz in the background I didn't recognize. Okay.
I mean, I have tinnitus, so it's like, okay.
Well, we all know what to do when you have tinnitus.
Mop.
Mop.
I'm gonna assume Illustrana has one of those rogue things where you don't take damage if you succeed
Yeah.
on reflex. There's
Yes.
too much here.
Nimble dodge or whatever, evasive maneuvers.
Rogue bullshit,
Yes.
go!
Juliet,
Bullshit,
please
go.
clean up your rogue.
Hey, no, it works well for Juliet.
No, it's just there's too many things.
High level
that's
play
just,
for you.
That's just a rogue.
Yeah, no, I don't truck with it. Bad.
I want to do one thing and one thing incredibly well.
Does this mean Nick's never going to play a rogue?
I would love for a rogue to do one thing.
Well, as the crystal is destroyed and you'll kind of stand back up from the debris, the shards pretty much everywhere and sticking into the walls at some really awful angles, a wolf-like horn is sounded.
Like in a woo?
Kind of like that, yeah.
5, 6, 7, or 9?
Maybe?
Jesus,
I want to
okay.
pause Matt's stream. I want to pause my music.
And as the horn goes out, a couple of moments pass by as you kind of do your quick healing. And you hear the sounds of battle joining. From this moment, imagine, if you will, the camera kind of panning out somewhat and coming out to the isle, the Midnight Isles themselves. And over this particular isle where the Prince of Wolves has established his entire army, across from them, from a dark and muddy field, are our associated forces, Drustin's cavalry, front and center, ready for the charge.
Damn it.
What?
Couldn't we get someone better for this job?
Ironically, it's him and Algon have the most amount of combat experience, especially when it comes to command. The dairies assembled as well, and kind of rearing and ready to join the fight, launching into the air. The Radiant Warden, known as the Observatory, striding across the field towards them, blasting vast swaths through the ground as it blasts apart numerous amounts of the demons and devils assaulting them. Bow,
Not peppering them?
what are you doing?
I am using the hairbrush
Yeah? How are you using it?
like a hairbrush.
Yeah?
Who are you using it on?
You brush your hair once or twice and nothing really happens. And you kind of see like whispers of a cloud appear next to you and go, "It's a dog hairbrush."
Whisper.
Yes, Bear.
Could you hold this for a second?
Okay.
Small
But
bow,
I don't really
small
need to
bow.
brush my hair right now.
Oh, boo.
No. Very big bow.
Boo.
Can you talk in this form?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just my Yaguai form. Hey, could you just brush my hair a little?
Fuzzy Bow! And Whisper will just like full body hug.
Because
I
we have to
still-
make you large.
And there is a part of her hair that has the hairbrush and is like lightly brushing you with that, but she is just bear hugging you.
Bow, as you
Hello.
are brushed, and
I'm
then
actually huge.
well, I picked okay. No, can't do it quick. You
It's
can be
fine.
large for now. It's fine.
Yeah.
As Whisper begins to brush you, you do feel the presence of Sung Wukong, shall we say. You also kind of get this feeling, I guess, of the Monkey King kind of just rolling around on the floor laughing.
Oh, that doesn't work.
This is the first time, Matt, that I've had like positive interactions with the god that I'm worshipping, and it is a riot.
Solidarity.
Doesn't work.
And as the brush kind of does a few kind of rounds, strokes, we watch as all the loose fur from Bao comes off and gets swept up into a wind or breeze that seems to come from nowhere.
Yeah, that one will work.
That one will work?
That one will work. It will give people an option to choose huge or large.
And as the hair kind of loosens and flows, we see a kind of tornado out of the room. And once again, we're returned to the outside where the forces are not struggling, but there's definitely a heated battle going on. And then as the hair kind of falls down to the ground on one of the flanks of the enemy army, we watch as each of these hairs kind of poofs into very familiar looking dogs.
Hell yeah.
Can we get the small bow image on screen again? Thank you very much.
I don't know if I've got a small bow image.
I don't think I have it saved at the moment. But
I really hope that we didn't accidentally get some of Whisper's hair in there.
Oh no.
That
The
Just-
dog
that
hair
would
on the
be
dogs
cool.
just start grabbing things.
what are the... Because what kind of dog is Bao from?
It's called a Chinese foo dog.
So one of them is just going to be hilariously long-haired. Like, a lot longer than it should be. And the assault begins as the dogs begin to rampage. It is the most adorable thing you would ever see from the outside. But when you're on the receiving end of perhaps hundreds of these large-sized dogs, it is less fun. And you can't help but feel externally as if the Prince of Wolves is looking upon this and is absolutely pissed off that you're stealing his thing.
It's like, what the fuck? Spiritually, I am high-fiving Sun Wukong.
question:
Yes?
do all the clones just say bow 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 bow?
Oh yeah, pretty much. Like there's tail wagging.
Yeah, they're having a great time.
Play? Play?
Drinks?
Bull, squirrel.
But the rest of the forces, including the clone army, are keeping the demon army at bay. Players, what are you doing from here?
Going to the place, I assume.
Going to the place?
Yeah. Stealing some cards.
Are you going to go back to Harrowheart and then yeet through the portals?
Well, you do have
guess so.
access now.
Hmm.
Where's the... Well, what I mean is the ceiling to the outside is open now. You can just go through it now.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's all jump on Bow as Bow flies up.
It's like that Falcor scene, except it's a tang of alcohol.
Okay.
Oh, you only gain one of those benefits. That's awkward. How tall was it until the ceiling, Matt?
In this room in particular?
No, the ceiling.
Well, it was
What
about
is
200 feet
the
out
not
there.
ceiling?
Korgar,
Alright.
as you go to
In
examine
Korgar.
the wall, whatever door was there is now gone.
Wait, isn't here?
Yeah, the door is now gone.
What, is there a ceiling up or is it the sky up?
The sky is up.
Okay, well, I'll just fly up then.
Because once the crystal is destroyed, the oubliette also collapses.
Man, that's lame.
Oh,
Jump
that's good.
on board. Jump on board.
We'll make it, I swear.
Oh, you can't catch me now, Petonius. What's Petonius's fly speed? 40, 50?
Like 60, isn't it?
Something
remember.
ridiculous.
60.
60. I am literally twice as fast.
Dang.
Yeah, in huge, I gain a plus 20-foot speed bonus to my fly speed. Zoom.
Also, set the heights for Korgar and Bretonius when you're ready.
What do you mean set the heights?
Huh?
Alright, I'll do it. That's fine.
Oh.
200?
Oh. We're about to have an aerial encounter.
No. Then we go activate. As you emerge from where the bloodstell was, you come out above the Midnight Isles, and you can see the armies kind of in the middle of their battle. And you see just below you what seems to be a ruined keep. But as you get closer, you notice that although it may appear to be ruined, it's still quite effective in its original design. And as you get closer, you see a somewhat familiar face. Turn to kind of look at you all. And he points and says, "Kill them now."
How fast do you fall if you're falling?
I do not know off the top of my head.
Okay.
You know what?
If it's anything less than 500 feet.
Yeah, I think it is technically 600 feet or something.
Okay. So what you're saying is I can't unpoof cast falling stars and then repoof the next turn and no longer be falling.
There we go. Because the walls here are just going to be really annoying.
So it's 500 feet per round you pull.
Gosh darn it. Well, I guess I can't cast chain light. Any of my super long range spells.
No.
Well, I guess I now know why they have exactly a 500-foot range. It's so that you cannot cast them at maximum range, fall, and then fix your problem.
That feels like, yeah. 500 feet the first round, all subsequent rounds is 1,500 feet, apparently.
Accelerates. I missed that bit.
That's... I need initiative from everybody. We might not get through the entirety of this fight tonight, but it is in phases.
I will cast Nature for being a dragon.
I'll allow it. Yeah, I just gotta make sure I'm grabbing the first ones up first.
Oh, we probably should have healed up at some point.
You did some healing. I saw that.
We did?
You did a little bit.
I cast heal on myself.
Yeah, I drank a potion. I healed 7 points.
Okay. Do we want to rewind, say, like, 10 minutes worth of time?
Do you want your hit points back?
In
Would
which...
love that, please.
Yes,
in-
you can
in
have your
which-
hit points back.
Oh, okay.
Look,
I mean,
because here's
do it
how...
at least half probably.
Listen, just take it. Stop arguing, just take it.
That's giving us a freebie. Take the hit points.
Because how's it go? You do a couple of medicine checks, cast 1 or 2 spells. And some of you might be like 5 or 10 hit points from your maximum.
Whoa, you mean that
Yeah. That was
having a ludicrous amount of charges on your healing staff tends to do stuff? Crazy talk.
Just double checking.
Do I want to re-roll this? I do want to re-roll this.
Okay.
You didn't have to re-roll it. Or was that for them?
You're right, I didn't have to re-roll it. But I wanted it to be a bit higher in the initiative.
Well, you don't know how low you're going to be.
Oh no. Good, wonderful. I am 1 initiative position higher. It has made a difference.
Well, are we ready to start this fight?
Sure.
I would say that I am
If you want to be higher,
Probably
be
a-
higher.
100 foot in there.
Yep.
Are people still on me at the time?
I mean, Bao probably would have gotten off, just because
Okay.
that
Yeah,
seems sensible.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So, ready?
Buddy.
Really? I'm sorry. Yeah, no, he has wings.
Yeah.
The wings are definitely there.
Living his best life.
Oh.
Head banging.
Yeah, I can see some wings amongst the mullet. No, I'm not that. You know what? He's a minion in all this anyway. These giant pig-like creatures, obviously demons of some form or shape, both hearing the command of their master, kind of hunch down for a little bit before launching into the air. Their two wispy wings catching the air as they fly towards you.
Like, this is way more appropriate.
Korgar, you're 105 feet away. That's
Indeed.
gonna suck for them because they're gonna have to use 3 actions to reach you.
Do we have our reactions?
I mean, he's just entering your space. He's not
You're
moving
right.
for
Yeah.
it.
I have a 15-foot reach, though, Matt.
Ah.
He is now 5 foot away.
Yeah, you don't get your reaction until you've had your first turn of combat. It's one of those things.
Yep.
Unless Matt says otherwise, which is why I asked.
Well, how about we do this instead? He's got a reach of 15 feet as well.
All right.
That still puts him out. Whisper, it is your turn.
Yeah, kill.
If he doesn't have reactive strike, Matt,
These are
So
walls. These are walls.
how-
I've just kind of removed the visuals aspects of them.
That's cool. How tall are these walls?
Are we about to witness some monk bullshit?
Well, I mean, it depends how tall the walls are.
Den features.
Oh, beautiful. 10 feet? Yeah, that's... Oh, it won't let me do it, but that is enough. I have 55 foot of movement, and it's 30 foot over to that spot. 10 up, 10 down.
As long as they're 10 feet. Look, I'm not seeing anything regarding how tall the walls are.
Mm.
I think they just assume you fly over the top of them.
Mm.
So yes, with your monk bullshit, you can engage in combat with them.
That's just to... you're gonna have to drag me over. Just south of where I am. I'm... Yeah. I can stance.
New favorite stance?
Yeah.
Let's dance!
But first off, we're going to trip.
Yeah, Eldritch is why I'm not too worried about it. They're level 17 at this point. Things like a physical wall.
particularly for a monk.
It's like I have catfall as well, so I could literally just run in that direction on air.
Could have just jumped off of Korgar.
Yeah.
And he gets hit
Legendary
for 5
catfall is
damage.
fun.
And now we will stunning ouchies.
Well,
Buzz, you're flying.
hell, at level
No.
17, a Bob can just Kool-Aid Man through a wall. Yeah, no, that's high-level campaigns. Physical boundaries mean less. They just hit different.
Except for consent. That's a very important physical boundary.
Consent is very important.
Until someone uses dominate.
Okay.
Dang. No, he's probably got really good constitution.
That's part of it. I just also rolled really well. That one's going to be a failure. So he will be slowed 1,
Nice.
along with everything else.
Well, I've still got 2 of these, so use it or lose it.
Yeah, I won't give it back.
Okay. Okay.
He's a minion, it's fine. The GM
Well,
says to
wow.
themselves.
Well, you have to at least do the brilliant as well. You don't have to do this to me.
If he's a minion, why has he got his own initiative?
Minions are allowed to have initiative. Don't be mean.
No. The tag on it is goon.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to tag creatures with goon.
Not if it's an American publication. No.
That's a deep cut. All right.
Australian publications, the goon is already accounted for as a poison.
Yeah.
So tag is already spoken for.
The reactions on some people's faces when it's like, yeah, no, my mother used to drink out of goon bags. Illustrana.
Okay. Command the bird. Flyby attack.
Group goon sessions are a whole lot more acceptable in Australia.
Oh dear God.
Dang.
I'm gonna have to drag you.
Thank you. I would like to end up around here. So that's
Some of them involve washing line.
flyby attack.
God damn.
Gonna actually
I mean,
command.
that's the way to introduce the concept to an American. It's like, yeah, sometimes we just stand in a circle and goon.
You see, this would be far less amusing like 10 years ago when the phrase didn't exist in their vernacular. It does now.
Gonna will strike with Demon's Bane.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Clean 50.
I guess critical hits are just an innate
Demons.
character trait then.
Of course, someone who fights against demons is going to hit a demon critically.
It's
Clumsy.
not Juliet, it's just Illustrana.
That's already included. It is
Freaking
frightened.
shonen protagonist Illustrana. I fought all the demon lords and killed them.
Which vulnerability? Bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing?
I mean, bludgeoning, but I don't know if it's going to matter.
It probably won't.
I mean, honestly, Illustrator can probably just move on to the next guy.
Well, it's blinded.
See, the problem with moving on to the next guy is I've used all the bird's actions to move, so I think I'll just try and hit him again.
Yeah. Honestly, Eldritch, at some point we're going to have to develop some spells designed for like breaking down doors and walls and things.
Hmm.
You have. Arcane big boom bang attack.
Oh, the arcane, the etheric cannon.
That one.
Oh, I mean, for specifically for like door busting and stuff like that.
Potato.
Yeah, spells with a raising tag.
Pretty much.
Does it have the racing tag?
Illustrano, after a couple stabs from you, the demon is dead.
She does that thing where she raises her sword sideways above her head and there's like a brilliant light shining behind her.
Yeah.
Elves!
Ting! Just
Does
like
she
the
do a
light.
She-Ra / He-Man transformation?
No.
Oh, that's less interesting then.
That's Bao's thing. Hey, Bao.
That's Bao's the... Oh, you already said it.
Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to people seeing the witch
Starlit.
lesson you did for Black Power Magic and Blood. That's going to be so much fun. We made a gun witch.
As opposed to a gun where?
To check my goddamn thing.
A were gun. Would that be an automated thing? That could be interesting.
Where gun?
Hey, if it's good enough for Megatron,
He's not a wet. What?
What?
Taking no questions. Megatron is a wear gun.
Megatron can turn to a gun if it's good enough for Megatron.
In a full moon, Megatron turns into a gun. Good to know.
I would
Nick, how do you feel about this Transformer lore that you've never told me about?
I would like Bao to end up here, please. Stop your nonsense. Oh,
There you go.
thank you.
You don't.
That's all of Bao's actions.
Let's see how high I have to get you. 20 feet's good. Cool.
Yeah.
Korgar,
Oh?
it is your turn. Ornak will never get a turn ever again.
Correct.
See, I started up once upon a time a heritage for automatons that could turn to vehicles.
So that's 70. I am 120 foot in game.
The walls don't have a height associated with them. Where are you
Can
going?
you put me there?
Ping one more time for me, please.
Just basically above here, and that'll do. And we are going to drop.
Make sure he doesn't have a thing.
A few feet. Wonderful. Hey, so,
Yeah.
Blarg?
Blarg?
Blarg, I say. As I blog at him. Where's my bludgeoning?
Am I doing a reflex action?
You will be doing a reflex save. It's annoying that this doesn't specifically have a whatsamajiggy. Oh. Are you happy with those rolls?
What's your spell DC?
Sorry, let me add. That
don't
should
think
be
20, I'm
50,
gonna be-
That should be 56 damage, by the way.
56 damage?
Yes, there's a plus 14 status bonus to the damage. But yeah, are you satisfied with those rolls, Matt?
What's your spell DC?
39.
39? Well, the Shadow Prince is not happy with that.
One.
Damn it.
No.
What's your DC again?
39.
Well, he still fails.
Yeah, but he was critically failing before.
Now, plus 14 to the damage?
Yes. Oh, right. Illustrana didn't hit him with the weakness. Ah, man. Well, at least if he moves now, I can just bap him. Yeah.
I got my
That
calculations correct.
That math weren't mathin'.
While you send out your breath of stony adamantium shards.
Rocks.
Rocks!
I hit him with rocks.
The rocks have shot. And although a fair bit of damage has been administered, they still seem pretty fine. That you done, Korar?
That's me done.
Morgan!
Mulgarand.
Where'd he go?
How far are you?
I am right next to him. I'm at his height, not his mount's height.
Yeah, I'm just considering an option, but I don't think it's going to be good in this instance. Not yet, at least.
We're gonna try to get in range of Bao and Korgo.
Kind of. But once again, the math wasn't really mathing. No, it's 60 feet. That'll work.
Illustrana's at ground level, isn't she?
No, she's at 50.
Is it 50?
Yeah. Bear it up.
Oh no, she would have had to come down to.
Is that
Go
him
around.
moving or that thing moving?
It was the mount moving. It is the mount's turn.
Based off of our last encounter, did he have spells?
He didn't really get the chance to. You pushed him into breath weapons a lot.
No, I tried to push him into breath weapons.
Jeez, GM, get it right. But no, he doesn't have a lot of spells.
Oh, screw it. We'll just target them out. Because it'll be funny when he falls. Crunch. That's a 4. I have 1 hero point remaining, unless I got another one. I don't think I...
No,
Oh, wait, I did.
No, that's right. Got one during the break. Using it now?
Yep.
That's a hit!
It's not a critical hit. That would have been a crit if certain things had happened, like flanking, I reckon. But we'll take that damage.
He does not like that damage. But when it comes down to it, I don't think you're gonna like this damage.
No, because you're going to crit me because my AC's shit.
It's not AC. It's reflex. Meh.
That's a death effect. You're supposed to be aiming those towards Illustrata.
Hold on.
Wow.
Which way are you aiming it?
Oh no, she's in range.
Oh, beans, that's me.
That's you.
No, you're fine. You're in the dark area. It only hits the blue areas.
Do we want to play that game?
A good creature that fails this save becomes stupefied. Well, it's a good thing that doesn't affect any of us anymore. Wonderful.
Because none of you are good.
I'm right.
Hey, got a
I was about to
success.
say Whisper, you get a +2 bonus for this because of the angle, but not super gonna matter.
Does Bao get a bonus at all for being
On top
me
of the
being
wall?
in the way?
No.
Hey, I'm from where this thing is literally face to face with me. I'm obstructing most of anything behind me.
Oh no, I get that, but
I would say that Bao gets full cover from the blast.
now... Oh, you're just gonna be stupefied, that's fine.
Yeah. What do I care?
Boop.
Guys, I think I can think clearly now.
Built different, built stupid.
That's it, done. The Shadow Prince!
Stopped having those headaches with pictures.
Oh god, where is that from?
Futurama.
Yeah. I mean, he's just gonna strike.
Odds are he will hit. I have the AC of a 16th level character. Sorry, 15th level. My bad.
27 damage! Swinging again.
Ow.
Session is almost done. Yeah, we're gonna reroll that one.
What happens if you trip someone on a mount?
I'm not sure off the top of my head. I know if it's a shove, you dismount them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're forcing movement.
Yeah. I think it's the same with the trip. I'm just not sure. That's the Shadow Prince done.
I know what I'm going to do with my next turn.
And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to end the session there at the end of the round. Because we are at 8:30, and Juliet's not here, and I'm pretty sure she want to be involved in an aerial fight above a demonic castle.
Killing demons.
Yeah.
Killing them.
I feel like that's at least slightly Illustrana coded.
Killing the monarchy.
So yes, we are going to end the session there because it is 8:30 as well. But with our heroes having made their way to the realm of the Prince of Wolves, of what do we call him? Fenris? Lupus.
What did Ninja
It's not
name him?
Lupus.
Lupus
Regis Filius.
Yeah. Regis Philman. God damn. Let the
It'll be
man rest in...
Phileas when we get back to him.
Let the
Now,
man
the question
rest in...
is, if it's a prince and not a king that you're killing, is it pre-regicide or just regicide still?
Premeditated regicide.
That's not how that works.
Are they the ruling regent?
Ooh.
No. Isn't this Nocticula's realm?
No, she abandoned it. But with our heroes having made their way to this realm and having handily defeated the oubliette and the guardian of the Bloodstell, they have made their way to take on the Prince of Wolves himself above the castle. But the question is this truly the Prince of Wolves, or is this another one of his doppelgangers? But if you want to find the answer to that question, you'll have to join us next week at 5:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time, I think now, for Stolen Fate for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing, presented by Tabletop Obscura, powered by Foundry VTT. Be sure to check us out on all the socials. I will be endeavoring to make sure that this is out in 48 hours, particularly on the YouTubes. I don't have much else in their way of announcements. Dwarf is still on. Oh, you got an announcement?
If you want to find out if this is a doppelganger, just read the game chat.
I mean, true.
I am the Shadow Prince, he says. Oh, so you're not the real guy? Oh,
Oh no, you've disbelieved me. I've been dispelled.
I mean, by the sounds of things, this guy's the hobo king, so...
He has a room that he sleeps in.
From someone who abandoned the house, sure.
But all that said, we are going to end the session there. We're going to raid into Dwarf. So just give me a second as I set that up. He's still alive? Yeah. He is currently playing the Outer Worlds. Not to be confused with the Outer Wilds, because I mix up the two all the fucking time.
Oh, same.
It doesn't help that I feel like they came out around the same time as well.
They did. It was really confusing. Like, Outer Worlds came out, and then Outer Wilds came out. It was vastly more popular.
And we're getting a second Outer World soon as well. I think that's going to be good. But, all that said, I hope you have a good day, a good night, a good week, no matter where you are in the world. And remember, as always, we're the storytellers. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.